Hello friends, there we are again. Thank you for dedicating this time today towards your own practice and towards tikkun nefesh, really the quality of attending to your soul. It's certainly it's really an honor to have this time together with you all, and so some of you might be here for the first time. If you're not, welcome back. If you are, welcome. My name is David Ingber, and I'm the senior rabbi and the founder of Romemu in Manhattan and in Brooklyn, and this program is brought to you by the audaciously ambitious Romemu Yeshiva, which was trying to, and is still trying to bring contemplative Jewish practices to a world that is clearly in need of more and more of the practice of loving kindness and compassion. And we were just, wherever you are, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, or if you're going to watch us later, we hope that this half hour serves in your soul, it nourishes you and your mind and your heart. So friends, we're here. In about 3 minutes, I'll ring the bell and we'll hold a silent period of about 18 minutes together before we close and make our way towards Shabbat. I think, like all of you, I'm still sitting with the unfolding drama across the world in the Ukraine, and of course we're so implicated, all of us, in a global community that is local in so many ways. Each and every decision made by this broader global community actually redounds and impacts each and every one of us in micro ways as well. And so I'm holding that, and I'm also holding the historical moment that I discussed in my Hasidic master's class of having the first African American woman to be nominated for the Supreme Court, and to have that on the same day. For many of us, it kind of is pretty profoundly stretching our emotional capacities, both the feeling of the banality of evil, as it were, as we see what human beings are capable of doing when they are craven and selfish, and when we forget to honor the divinity in life and in other humans. That on the one hand, and the possibility of human evolution too, that this country has a long way to go, but with small steps, small steps of tikkun, small steps of possible alignment, they matter so much. The architect of the Mishkan, the architect of the portable tabernacle, the portable sanctuary in the desert, was named Bitzalel. And it's an incredible name, and every time he's mentioned, Bitzalel, he's mentioned with his father's name and his grandfather's name, which is a unique thing in the Torah. Bitzalel ben Uri ben Hur. Bitzalel is the son of Uri and the son of Hur. So all three of those names actually point to the ability to hold light and dark. Hur, which is from the word for cave in Hebrew, speaks to a kind of darkness, an inability to see what's clearly in front of us because we lack light. And then his father's name, Uri, means my light. And by the time Bitzalel is born, his name means in the shadow of God. This great artist that builds this portable sanctuary, this tabernacle, is one who knows how to work with shadow and light. But, the light from his father and the shadow from his grandfather. And I think all of us in some way are working with that too in our own heart minds. So I'll ring the bell. Please find a comfortable position. And when you hear the bell, just a note also, even as we go into this period of silence, like what's it like to know that a bell's on the way? Just to note your mind right now as we begin. So before you close your eyes, if extreme posture of eyes closed or eyes wide open can be played with, just to see what it's like, just to even gently lower your gaze of vision, to see how your awareness of your body and your inner state might also shift, even that slight change. We often think in extremes, it's either eyes wide open or eyes wide shut. What might it be like just to play with light and shadow by gently closing the eyes ever so slowly. And with your eyes closed, just to bring awareness to the light and the dark that's behind your eyes, as it were. And see if you can notice if there's a boundary to the inner landscape. Is it limited to your face and your skull? The vast darkness with all of the light as well that we see with eyes closed expands and expands. And even as we imagine ourselves looking out from behind our eyes, just note that that darkness actually is nowhere. And so as we watch the mind, we watch it from a dedication or a commitment to focusing on an object, the breath, sensation in your body, the rising and falling of the belly. Whatever your object today might be, inviting you to gently turn your attention to the object itself. And when you notice that you're not on the object, aware of the breath or the body, in that moment to practice nonviolence without any repercussions or any punishment, to just soften and gently note that you were away, that we were lost, and then gently return to the breath or the body. So if you've gone somewhere, if you're lost in a story, if you're falling asleep, it's okay. Just gently come back to the breath or the body, whatever your focus is today, and be present with that. And if you find yourself pressured to stay on the breath, pressure to not be distracted, what might it be like to just let go of that? Staying with the body, staying with the breath is effortless. It isn't an assignment. There is no grade. Last minute and a half inviting you. Just allow your entire body to appear as a cloud of sensation and pressure and feeling with no center. Just one unified field of awareness and sensation. Friends, I wish you all a good Shabbos wherever you are. Be safe. Hold one another in your hearts and their loved ones too. Even a moment of intentional and active loving of our families and our friends, just a moment where they pass through our minds and our hearts, is just such a deep practice of loving our neighbor as we love ourselves at a time where in our public consciousness there is this great violation of that sacred intrinsic holiness that all humans have. We can do our part inwardly as well as outwardly to help combat that. So blessings to you. Have a safe Shabbat, a Shabbat of peace. And I look forward to seeing you next week.